Attention fans of Jury Duty. The groundbreaking comedy series is back for season 2, featuring an all-new cast. This installment takes the comedy out of the courthouse and into the mountains above Malibu for an annual company retreat. The catch? Everyone but the new guy is an actor. Oh yeah, and the company is fake. Get to know all the employees of Rockin' Grandma's Hot Sauce, a family business with everything on the line. Season 2 arrives with bigger laughs, higher stakes, and the same heart that made the first season a cultural phenomenon. And here's the fun part. You'll be able to try all 4 flavors of Rockin' Grandma's Hot Sauce on Amazon. Jury Duty Presents Company Retreat is streaming on Prime Video March 20th. Don't miss the feel-good comedy everyone's going to be talking about.
The San Francisco Symphony performs Berlioz's bold and dramatic masterpiece, Symphonie Fantastique. Then, pianist Jean-Yves Thibaudet brings his unmistakable artistry to the spotlight for a performance of Saint-Saëns Piano Concerto No. 5. Experience it live at the San Francisco Symphony, March 26th through 28th. Tickets at sfsymphony.org.
It was just really a journey of colour that I was trying to create to capture that sense of like warmth and love.
Hi, my name is Shayon. It's nice to meet you, Vanessa.
Lovely to meet you.
Congratulations on this film. It is so beautiful. And I know that you said you were drawn to the moral uncertainty of the characters, which makes sense because there's grief and there's repentance and punishment and forgiveness in this film. In light of all that, why was it important for you to be part of telling this story?
I think I just really loved the humanity of it. I love that all the characters are flawed and imperfect and they're just trying to do their best, and I think that feels very real to me. I love the tone of Colleen's writing. I love that there's humour in it, even though there's a lot of kind of heaviness as well. And I really responded to a story about motherhood.
Yeah, that was a big piece of this film. And something that I kept telling myself when I was watching it is that it felt very warm. I was like, it feels very warm, even though it's dealing with such heavy topics. And I realized afterwards that I thought that because it was your use of lighting and color in the film. How did you go about crafting that tone, also knowing the messages you wanted to pass across in the film?
Yeah, color's really important to me, and sort of creating our palette was something that I really, like strove to do with with our heads of department, because of that very thing, just like what does color mean, what does light mean, and how can we use it? And I think you've got a dark thing that's happened in this story, and people in darkness, and how can light and color be used in a way that actually charts their journey. So I definitely did that with the color yellow. And when I read the book, I got some like cues that yellow was important because Colleen used the song Yellow in the book. And I think that she had that when Kenna found DM's scrunchie, it was yellow. And so that just inspired me to decide that in the scene where Kenna first meets Scotty, I was going to wash that whole scene with yellow. And really it was like trying to capture the fact that Scotty is like the sun shining and bringing light and warmth to everything. And then when he's gone, it's gone. And then the whole of the film, Kenna is trying to reach DM and really trying to reach that yellow again. And so slowly over the course of the film, she doesn't have any yellow on her when she arrives, but she gets the scrunchie. She has DM's favorite snow cone, which is yellow, and she gets it on her lips. And then by the end, when she actually finally meets her, she's wearing yellow, and she's holding this stuffed toy that's kind of yellow. And then DM sits on her lap, and there's this wash of yellow again. And I think it was just really a journey of color that I was trying to create to capture that sense of like warmth and love in a way.
Yeah, it's definitely felt in this film. My last question for you is, this film does deal with second chances and starting again, not just for Kenna. I think all the characters in some way have to start again. They have to be brave enough to do that, but they also have to be the people holding the doors open for other people to get second chances. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think that means for us in our real lives to hold the door open for people to give second chances, especially with things so difficult.
Yeah, I think it's a really important thing to try and do. I think that we all go through periods of our life where we need to sort of rebirth ourselves in a way, or where we're so broken that it feels like pieces of us have fallen away, and to be able to kind of collect them, even if there's still cracks and they're sort of broken, but you can reach a place of wholeness again, is the nature of being a human being. And I think important to support each other as we all go through our own rebirths and journeys from being lost to being found.
Yeah, that was definitely felt in this film, and I really had a great time watching. So thank you for making it, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much.